You know that there are actually different types of constipation. I like to break constipation down into 4 main types. My name is Erin Judge. I am a registered dietitian who specializes in IBS, especially constipation, but I've also had chronic constipation and IBS-C my entire life, so I'm a huge fan of this topic. The first type of constipation is called slow motility, and this is typically what we're seeing with less than 3 bowel movements per week, where the food and the stool is just not moving through your intestines. This typically will look like no urge to go and just kind of that backup that isn't really putting you on the toilet, but is not really getting you there either. The second type is poor stool evacuation or poor emptying. This is where you do have the urge to go, and you may even be passing a few bowel movements a day, but you're not emptying fully or completely. So you're on the toilet for a really long period of time. It's very difficult to get the poop out. Maybe you're dealing with a lot of smearing as you wipe, or even some smearing on your underwear in between toileting times. The third type is poor stool softening. This is where you have really hard poops that are difficult to pass. Sometimes this can come along with slow motility or poor evacuation, but this is typically going to be more of what we see on that Bristol stool chart, right? Those pellets that you're releasing. You may actually be releasing an adequate amount of poop, but it's very hard, which makes it more painful and opens up the risk for you to have tearing or like fissures in that area. And then the fourth type is called overflow diarrhea, where we have impaction or stool backup. This is where you have so much poop backing up in your colon that new poop is actually going around that in a liquid form. So this looks like diarrhea because the poop is very watery, it's very liquidy, but what's actually happening is that you are too constipated. We also refer to this as full of stool or full of poop. This is typically going to be that severe side of all of the other types before: slow motility, poor evacuation, and poor stool softening. Do you know your type?